know what else? But you know what else though? Me and Randy been talking on the side, and Tim, I told you this. Everything that went wrong in school, Tim, you was around.
No. Wait a
Yes,
minute.
everything,
T,
everything.
T,
I'm
You're the
thinking
con.
about the situation in Miss Giles' class, the
T.
situation with Randall in Miss Buffett's class, the situation
And
with
Miss
Randall.
Thompson.
Hold on, Randall.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow.
Randall, you did a lot of dirt. Um, the situation with
yeah.
Randall and Miss Thompson class, the whole pencil incident. Randall, you got Tim. Never mind. I take it back.
At this time, I'm going to ask that you fasten your seatbelts.
Welcome to the NC5 Podcast. I'm your host, Tim. And today I have with me, we rolling low today. We got T. Wait a minute. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Damn. Okay. Welcome to the NC5 Podcast. I'm your host, Tim. And today I have with me Theon and Randall. What's up, fellas?
What's going
What's
on?
up, Tim? What's up, T?
What up?
So it's just the three of us today. As you see, it's NC5 and 2 are missing. We'll get into that in a minute. And we're taking applications for 2 members to be substitutes just in case.
I'm searching at 8 out.
8 out. All right. So, fellas, let's just catching up. First thing we wanted to talk about a little bit was we had the opportunity to go to the Jspirations live event. It was Beauty, Boldness, and Butterflies. So, guys, if you guys want to recap that a little bit before we get started?
Randall, go ahead, bro.
Huh? Oh no, Tim, you can go ahead and lead off. we'll fall in line.
All right.
See, this is the thing. I can't lead off because I got there late.
You can start off with that.
Okay, so boom, I got there an hour late. Rushing down to get to Hampton. I don't know where I'm going. But once I got there, put my shirt on, put my tie on, I went running in there, and the lady asked me, "Hey, you want to eat?" I was like, "Oh man!" And I remember looking at the table. I was like, "Man, everybody else didn't eat." So she escorted me to the room where the food was at, and that's when I saw y'all. And I tried to sit down all quietly, whatever. But I mean, overall, I had a real good time. I must say, I had a great time. Joe did her thing with this one, so salute to you, Joe.
Yeah, it was a real good time. It was nice, real nice.
Yeah, it was definitely a good time, good vibe, and we got to catch up and hang out. So we spent a little time afterwards just chit chatting. Again, I got blamed for not being ready to have a podcast recorded that night, but yeah, man, I enjoyed myself at the event. It was awesome being there. To see all that was going on, it was poetry, speaking, singing, just a real good vibe, positive energy, which is something that we need at this time. So, again, congrats, Joe. You did your thing on the event. We had a great time. We can't wait to be at the next one. And we didn't show off, fellas. We did good. We were well behaved.
We represented Nelson.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
representing
did.
Nelson. And that brings us into the first point of representing
Time out.
Nelson. So
Time out.
Randall,
Time
I
out.
got a
Time out.
question.
Time out. Everybody except for Tim represented. He had a black tie on. I don't know what his issue was.
So Randall, I
I
got
don't
a
know.
question for you, bro. I mean,
What's
you're a
up?
reasonable guy. You're a reasonable guy. That's why we get
Right.
along so well. So Randall, let's say I call you at like 8 in the morning and be like, "Hey, you need a tie for the event tonight? We all wearing yellow or green. You need a yellow tie." If I call you at 8 o'clock, what would you think?
Uh, if you call me asking me about a yellow tie,
Yeah, if I called you and told you I had one for you for the event at 6 tonight,
Yeah.
What would you think? What would be your thought process?
I don't think I would be straight that you had one for me when I got
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah,
That's what
yeah. So
I would have thought. That's
so
what I
so
would
your
think.
in your mind you would say, okay, Tim got me. I can wear the tie that Tim's bringing, right?
Yeah,
All right. Then
exactly.
then later, if later in that day I send you a text being like, "Yo, I'm gonna be a little late."
Just a little bit.
What would you think? What would you think? What would you think about the tie? Would, would you still be straight?
I would have changed the time if it was up to me, but just my opinion. I would have changed the time.
So yeah, so T was like, "Yo, Tim, you still need a tie?" I was like, "Oh yeah, man." He's like, "I got a yellow one. How does this work?" And he sends me the picture. So I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that'll work. Appreciate it." And I'm going down the road thinking, "All right, T got my tie. I'll just meet him there." And as I'm going down the road, I get a text saying, "Hey man, hey fellas, I might be a little late." It's like, okay, 5-10 minutes. That's not bad. He's like, I'll get there. We said, what time will you get there? He's like, around 7. Now, first thing we thought is he joking. This is T.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He'll be there. He gonna be there before we get there.
Yo, Tim, I'm starting to realize that T's late means an hour to next day.
Right?
Wow, really?
Right?
I mean, North Carolina was next day.
Yep. Yeah, North Carolina, same thing. Yo, I'm gonna be late, fellas. All right, what time? I'll be there right when the game start. Yeah, the next
Hey, but you
day.
know what else? But you know what else though? Me and Randy been talking on the side, and Tim, I told you this. Everything that went wrong in school, Tim, you was around.
No. Wait a
Yes,
minute.
everything,
T,
everything.
T,
I'm
You're the
thinking about the situation in Miss Giles' class, the
T.
situation with Randall in Miss Buffett's class, the situation
and
with
Miss Thompson.
Randall. Hold on,
Wow.
Randall.
Uh,
Wow.
Randall, you get a lot of dirt. Um, the situation
yeah.
with Randall and Miss Thompson class, the whole pencil incident. Randall, you got Tim. Never mind. I take it back.
T.
So it's saying
Accountability
I
is an
must need to stay
ability,
away
bro.
from Tim then, right?
Huh?
Yes, that was Tim.
Wow. Wow. I mean, friends.
I digressed. I'm sorry.
How many of us have them? And then to top it off, it was like, okay, everybody else had, green gold on. I had the shoes on at least. Then I see the picture come up on Facebook. No, actually, I didn't see the picture come up on Facebook. T posts a picture. Then he comes to the chat. Tim, I need answers. I was like, what you talking about? You need answers. I was like, I ain't hear any question. He was like,
Oh
yo,
yeah,
I need
I
answers.
forgot. I had already posted it. I would have post. I said something slick. I forgot what it was.
It's something about Tim, where's your yellow tie or something, right? Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he said he need answers. I was like, okay, I see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't know how Tim is the most responsible one out of us all, and he completely dropped the ball on this one.
It was karma. It was karma because I was messing with T. I was like, T, you got your suit yet on Wednesday? He was like, nah, I'll catch something. I was like, oh man, just catch it on Saturday. Joking. And then my whole week got away from me. And then Saturday morning, I was like, yo, I don't know what I'm going to do. So then my boy T said he had me. So I was like, okay, I'm straight.
Now, see, now, mind you, that week I was going through an audit at work. I was stressed out. Leaving at 5:30 every day. Was that the same week?
Wait,
Yeah.
I think it
we ain't
was.
gonna let you slide with this audit thing.
Nah.
This
Man, look,
audit
I
thing
was
ain't gonna
stressed.
be
It was a week-long
this audit
audit,
thing
but
ain't
we
gonna.
got through it. However, I still got the tie and the packaging and everything. It rode with me to Hampton, Norfolk, wherever it was at.
So you had the tie with you?
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
but he was there at 7. What, he want me to do a wardrobe change in the middle of the show?
I would have.
That's what everybody else did.
Man,
I would have.
Exactly. I still bought it with me.
wow. But T, listen. All right, we're on the podcast right now, right? We need you to be 100% honest. The week of the audit, were you on trial? You had a court
I
case,
felt
didn't
like it.
you? My guy was
I
dressed
felt
up.
like it. Bro, hold on. Hold on. So look, I used to dress up for work every day. Um, and then these last couple years, I was like, you know what? I'm wearing some jeans, a t-shirt, and some slides up in there. Um, Somehow I got back to management. I was wearing slides. They didn't like that. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Um, so then the weekend of audit, I was like, all right, T, let's look presentable. So yeah, that's what that was right there. Had to show off a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I still need to see some paperwork. I was like, every day he posted what I call them, Randall, thirst traps. Every day. I ain't never seen somebody so happy for an audit. He's like, yeah, back again.
I'm gonna pull out my good clothes.
Oh man, yeah, show off just a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, but man, it was a great time. It was a good week, and we can't wait to do it again.
Most
We
definitely.
we do have another flag on the play. We're gonna talk about. He ain't here to defend himself, but it don't matter. It ain't our fault. It's his fault.
It ain't that fault. Let's get them.
So we all decided we were getting tickets, and we knew we were gonna get them, but like you know how life happens. So we took our time getting them. It seemed like. Well, on the last day, was it the last day? I texted like, "Yo, fellas, don't forget the tickets." And they was like, "Oh yeah, bet." Well, one of us wanted to wait like he Jordan in in the finals to hit the last second shot.
Yo, let me tell you something. I was sitting in the parking lot at Food Line with no service, and I had to use their Wi-Fi just to get some
What?
type of service or whatever.
No service in Dinwiddie?
Bro, you just don't know. If y'all can see my phone right now, boy. Um, and once y'all started texting, I was like, oh crap, I never got my ticket. Um, and I think one of y'all had said the tickets were sold out or something. And in my
Nah,
head, I kept
they were
thinking,
sold out when
huh?
you went to get yours.
Yeah, when I went to get mine, yeah. In my head, I'm thinking, I'm gonna show up. She gonna let me in. That's how I looked at it. She, we go way back. Parents know each other. She gonna let me in. So I had to reach out to her like, Joe, hey, I need a ticket, this, that, whatever. And she looked out. Now Scoop on the other hand, completely different story.
For our boy Scoop, man, he missed it all together. He was under the weather, I think. So he was
No, he
like,
won't.
"Yo."
Don't make up excuses for him. He won't sit. He won't sit. Nah, I ain't gonna let
he
that. I ain't
wasn't
gonna let
feeling
that.
well, so he didn't get
Nah,
his in
he won't
time.
sit.
So
He still owe us.
he was
We
trying to get it
fined
on the
him.
back end.
Yeah, it
Huh?
was. Yeah, it was.
He won't sit. Don't lie for him, Tim.
Yeah, so
And
so
don't edit us out either.
so Scoop got to pay a fine to be determined at a later date.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
missing.
Yeah, there's two events back to back he done missed. In the protocol, it says if you miss two, you out.
Yeah. What'd you say, Randall?
I said, this is another fine. Him and Lamont got one this time.
Oh yeah.
After we do all this fussing we do all this arguing about doing a podcast and they don't show up.
See, it ain't my fault.
Huh?
Where they from? Winjana and Riverside?
Nah, we ain't gonna let him say he from Winjana. He from Shipman.
Okay, all right, cool. No
He
problem.
from Shipman. He can't church it up.
But yeah, man, we had a great time. Got to hang out with Lamont a little bit, like I said after, and that's another story all into itself. So we I had the idea, and I reached out to the guys. Was like, hey, we need to celebrate because it's Randall's birthday. So I text the group. Was like, hey, fellas, we need to do something. Cause the reason being is because like when it's our birthday, Randall's front and center, bro. He's like, yo, happy birthday, send us gifts, whatever. So I was like, we gotta do something. And I texted the guys and they were like, yeah, we down. But then I didn't take into account that Randall's gonna be like, "Nah, I'm going home after this." So, so it was a little curveball there.
Yeah. Even prior to that, I had to reach out to Randall's cousin to get his size for a hoodie, and I kept calling Randall that day. He wasn't responding. I was like, "Hold on, what's going on?" I was texting him. He wasn't responding. Called like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, "Yo, what the heck is up?" So I reached out to his cousin to ask her, and she hit me back. She was like, "Yo, nobody's responding." I'm like, "Yo, what the heck is going on?" Then Randall gonna call me back later on. In my head, I'm thinking, "Dude, we passed that now." But it worked out though.
Yeah, it did work out in the end.
Yeah, had a good time though. Had a real good time.
I mean, even if I didn't go home, it was too late for us to do anything anyway. So I mean, but I'll be back. Y'all can take care of me then.
I know, right?
I won't let it slide.
No, that's right. But even being at Lamont's house, it seemed like I was driving forever when we left the event. It seemed like a good 30-minute drive. And I remember thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna have like a 5-hour drive to get home. Once I put the address in the phone, Lamont lives only like 89 miles from me. I was thinking, oh, that's not that bad. So yeah, he gonna be seeing me a whole lot more often, whether he know it
I
or
was
not.
I was gonna drive back to Amazon, but when Lamont said, "Hey man, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, you ain't gonna drive," I was like, "Thank you, Lamont."
I saw your face.
I was like, I ain't trying to get back at 4 in the morning.
I saw your face.
But yo, and another side note is, man, I was trying to follow Randall and Lamont. Man, these dudes drive like it's what is it, Grand Theft Auto?
See, Randall from up north now, so he drive like them. I can't speak for Lamont, but yeah, Randall different.
You got to push it. You got to push it, bro.
Yo, T, one time I could swear we was on 2 wheels. I was like, man, they hit the curve hard.
And I left late because I parked
At Virginia Beach.
Yo, T, everything you do is late.
Look, no, y'all left me. Y'all left.
We won't go.
I walked with y'all. No, time out. I walked with y'all to the car. I turned around. Y'all had bounced. I was like, uh-oh. Okay,
That's
GPS,
because you took a slid back in. You ain't slick. You slid back in. You ain't slick.
He went got a to-go plate.
Hey,
I was
Tim.
trying.
T went back in to get more party favors.
Yeah.
Yo, you know something? Joe, if you're watching this, I had so much stuff in my hand. And when I left, I was thinking, yo, let me put this stuff back. So I remember I left with the butterfly. I put everything else back, and I was good with it. So yeah, we good.
Yeah, it was somebody's
worked out.
hat on the table. T was like, "Who's this black hat?"
T was shopping. He was shopping.
T came out there with stuff in his jacket like Hustle Man.
What's happening, Chief?
He's like,
Oh man.
Oh man. And T, I ain't editing that out either. Oh god.
Lesson learned. But no, I had a good time though, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the next event and many more events. And side note is, look for other events coming up soon too.
Most definitely. I'm ready for that.
We'll get one and we'll have T in his trial date suits. So he can he can model it for you.
All I want to do is be able to speak. Joe wouldn't let me speak at her event, so that's all I want to do.
What were you gonna say, T? Look, you want the camera on you, and this is your platform to say what you want to say.
Nah, not right now. No.
He was going.
Catch me later.
His whole speech was going to be about us, bro.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, fellas, in other news, we had a couple topics that we jotted down and decided, let's just discuss this. Let me get my handy dandy notebook like I'm Blue's Clues. All right, so the first thing we wanted to talk about is all over the news. We want to talk about it, but don't want to talk about it at the same time. Is Will and Jada. I told the guys my opinion on it. I don't know, man. I just feel like, man, is this just a ploy to try to sell books? And is he in on it? But I couldn't do it. Mm-mm.
This is the thing. They don't need money, so
Yeah.
I can't see this as being a ploy to sell books.
We think they don't need
Financially, they're
money.
good. So I don't know what she up to, man.
Yeah. I hope she finished talking.
Not.
Because every time she talk, I get mad, and she ain't even my wife. Like she emasculates that man so much. It's like I feel like she says she loves him, but you don't talk about somebody you love like that. I mean, I hate to see if she hate him.
Right. And then what's missed is like, how old is the dude that was living with them or whatever? Wasn't he underage at the time?
I think he was old enough.
I think he was of age.
But the thing was, it was her son's friend, so that's still wrong, even if he was of age.
That's what I'm saying. Now, like they said, all right, suppose it was the opposite way around. Suppose it was Will and it was Willow's friend. They be killing this man.
We already know where this would be going. No way.
Oh yeah. This will be worse than
movies,
slap.
No more movies. No more movies for this guy. Nothing. Let's ban him altogether. It's a wrap. You done.
Yeah.
Beat it.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say about it. It's just it ain't a good look.
You know what to say. You just try not to say it. We all know what we can say, but we try not to say it.
Yeah. We'll say it once we get off here.
Yeah. We thinking the same thing everybody else thinking. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get her, man. I don't get her. Don't get her. I don't understand her angle that she's coming at. To me, it just doesn't make sense. And I think all the time, logically, this just don't make sense. It don't. Maybe she got something mentally going on with her. I don't know.
Yeah, she's a little touched.
Is that the word?
Yeah, she's a little touched.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I was like, that's all over the TV. That and Taylor Swift. That's all you see when you look.
What did Taylor Swift do?
Man, all right. So Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce. So
Travis Kelce, yeah.
Yeah, every football game is like, out of the 4 hours, 2.5 is showing her celebrating.
Right.
I think at this point he should be able to come out and do an end zone dance at her concert.
Yeah, they do pander her a lot. I ain't gonna lie. They definitely do. It ain't cool.
Well, fellas, all right. So other than that, T, we was talking about you doing the audit, and one of the questions that came up in the group was also talking about like, what are you passionate about, as far as career wise. So, I was discussing with you guys that, man, we really enjoy doing this podcast, right? And we investing the time and energy into doing it. And then T was like, so what in your career, what are you passionate about? And I was like, man, the more I think about it, the less of an answer I have. So I'll start with you guys. Like in your careers, what are you guys passionate about, and like what do you see for your futures?
I've mentioned this before. Like I said, I love math. I love trying to help people who actually hate math, like somebody like Randall. Um, I would learn. I would get him to where he's understanding certain things. Now he's gonna say OT X Y and Z, but let me not use Randall. I just know I like to help people learn math. I look at math and money as the same thing. If you can learn math, you can manage your money. You can break down certain concepts. And with algebra, I love algebra. I love to teach algebra. I can't wait till Trenton is in algebra. I'm looking forward to that, so that we can actually break down different things. Um, I'm really passionate about just helping people learn things that they really are not too familiar with. Um, in this audit, I was able to help the lab. Um, things they don't know as far as auditing. This is what the auditors are going to do. I had to give a presentation on what to expect doing this particular audit, and I was up there just glowing. That was my time. Because normally I'm up there talking about fantasy football, how good my team is, just something to get them engaged in it. Um, I didn't go that route this time, um, but still, I like to help people learn things. I think that's what my I think that's my gift right there. And public speaking, I love the public speak.
All right. How about you, Randall?
Man, I don't even. I wouldn't say I'm passionate about a career. I'm just passionate about like being like talking to people. Not like on Tim's level. I mean T's level, like public speaking, but just like passionate about meeting and talking to people in general. Y'all know, y'all see me. I talk to any and everybody. I don't care. I just talk, and and that's probably like, I think that if I did have a calling, it wouldn't be public speaking. It would just be talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Just meeting and talking. Yeah, I don't want to teach them nothing. I just want to talk to them. Yeah. So, but that's why. That's why I like doing the podcast, because we get to talk, and people get to see what we talk about and stuff. And I think people really get a lot out of what we had to say, because we be saying stuff that like a lot of other people ain't saying, and we keep it real, because we ain't like um, making a lot of money off of it, or making money at all, like these other people that have these big time podcasts and they ain't saying nothing really. So that's what I like.
Yeah, and I had some time to reflect, and I was like, man, I don't know. I think my problem is I can never pick one avenue to go down. It's like I start doing something, then I think, but I like this too, but I like that too, because I like doing the graphics and running the podcast, producing the podcast. I I like teaching people, not math though, man. But I like teaching like habits and things like that, and I'm like Randall. I like talking to people. But I think that's one of the things that makes us a unique group, is because we have so many similarities, but each of us have an avenue that like kind of increases or piggybacks off of the other person, where if I'm saying, man, I don't know what to do, T comes in and he can give me, hey, you should do this, and this. And then when T says, man, I really do want to teach, I have a desire to teach, and I'm like, yo, T, teach. This is how we can do it. This is how we can do it. So, like, I think we, in a way, push each other, because, like, seeing you guys go through getting promotions and things like that, I'm like, man, I got to do something. Um, to get, you guys kind of motivate me to want to do more. And then I think that you guys look at each other and you're pushed and motivated to do more too. So I feel like, our careers are something that doesn't really exist right now. I feel like we're creating something, so to speak, where T's going to be able to teach, Randall's going to be able to talk to people, and maybe the podcast platform is the perfect thing to get that started, because the more we do this, the better we're going to get. Like things that I struggled with in the first episode, and things like, oh, this lags. I'm a perfectionist, so that bothers me. Well, when we get to episode 100, we won't even have to think about that because it's going to be different.
You know what? You know what, Tim? I think aside of like what we do for money and work, I think we're all passionate about the podcast though, because I never knew that I'd be doing it, and like I'm pretty sure none of us thought we'd be doing a podcast. And I think like once we started doing it, we got to do it more. And I mean, you talk to all of us, and we want to do it all the time. Like we could do it every week. Like, you know, I think like all of us is passionate about this, and that's thanks to you, Tim, because you reached out to us, and I mean, this is your baby. You know.
But really, it started with T, because if T hadn't reached out, then we wouldn't be looking at this right now. Actually, I would have quit by now. But you know, having you guys in with it, sometimes I forget we even doing the podcast. I feel like we just like the things that we have in the chat group we have right here. So it's not really the podcast. It's I'm hanging out with y'all who know me better than anybody in the world. So like we're just sharing and talking about the same stuff that we would talk about if we were face to face. We just happen to invite, I say the world, but you know, however many people watch, we're inviting them in and sharing with them as well. And we're doing it in a way that it's authentically us. Like it's not, you know, we're not trying to put on a show. It's just like this is who we are. If you invite us somewhere, we're gonna act a fool like we do on here. We're gonna have a good time and laugh. And the thing that I noticed even from Joe's event, like people are somewhat drawn to that because it's positive energy. Like how many people came over and was like, "Hey, what's the green and gold all about? Hey, what's the tennis shoes all about?"
We are unapologetic. Yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. Unapologetically us.
Right, and that's the thing is like I've run into people in stores and they're like, "Hey, when are you guys doing another podcast?" Now it catches me off guard because I'm like, I didn't know that this person even watched, much less
want to see it again.
yeah. So
hey Tim, you can edit my Scotty out.
Nope, it's staying in. I'm gonna put that on a loop. But yeah, man. But I'm with y'all. I'm like, I am passionate about it, and to be fully transparent, you guys know this. I hesitated because I know how much time is involved in doing this. Like, you guys have families. I was like, man, they can't take every Sunday or so many Sundays and talk to me for an hour. And on top of that, have them like, hey, invest in this camera or lights or whatever it may be that we grow into. Like that's a bit much. But
a bit much, but this is the thing. Now, mind you, I was a little juiced up Friday when we spoke. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah, Tim, I said this in the group chat. I think Randall got offended. I said, Tim, you David Ruffin. We're the Temptations right now. Randall was like, what? Don't take it that far. What I meant by that was, again, this is your baby. Let us know what we need to do, what we need to invest in, purchase, and things of that nature. Because as far as lighting, I'm looking at you. I'm like, yo, you clear as heck.
Yeah, but I'm sweating.
We look at it like this, Tim. You pay the money on the front end, it'll come back on the back end.
Right, right, and that's what I said. Like, once we get consistent, you get to the point where you're like, hey, we can get sponsors or whatever else. It's just the upfront. I didn't want to make something I was passionate about, like throw it in you guys' lap. But like after each of you reached out to me, was like, hey man, I'm down. Let's go.
Yeah, because we all feel that we're onto something.
Yeah, most definitely. Most
Look,
definitely. Just gotta keep
Jordan
it
over
going.
here. Jordan over here raising his hand like y'all need a producer.
Jordan just trying to get paid.
Yeah, Jordan trying to get paid.
Jordan always working. Jordan always trying to get that dollar, bro.
Yep. But yeah, man, we're gonna keep on doing this, and like I said, we'll get better each time. Questions will start rolling in once more people start watching. Matter of fact, if you're watching us at home, if you have a question that you would like us to discuss, hit me on Facebook and Messenger or whatever. Eventually, we'll have a way for you to get in contact with the group, but for now, just let me know what you want to hear us talk about.
Oh, and just so you know, when we do our celebration, Nelson better be ready. They better be ready.
It's gonna be different.
Yep. Yeah. The plan is eventually to have a live podcast, and showcase the guys in front of a live audience. So, you get the uncut version, which is you're gonna like it. you're gonna hate it. One way or the other. You gonna really like it, or you gonna really hate it. But
It'll be a cold.
yep. But yeah, fellas. Before we go, one of the other things that I wanted to talk about was, me and Randall watch boxing all the time, right? Usually he'll message me like, hey, such and such is on, I'll message him. But yesterday I missed out the Fury Nagano fight. Did you get to watch that, Randall?
No, I ain't see what. I don't even know it came on like during the day, right?
Yeah, during the day.
See, I'm thinking is at night, and I forgot they was in Dubai, so it came on like in the middle of the day. So I was at work and I ain't even get the chance to see it.
I ain't even get to TikTok it this time. Usually I get to TikTok it, but
He lost, didn't he?
yeah, Nagano lost in a decision, but he dropped Fury in the second round, third round, something like that.
They said it was real close though.
Yeah. But what I was looking at is like, there is no way they were gonna let Nagano win in his first fight. So
now even he said going into the fight that if it was left up to the scorecards, he knew he was gonna lose.
So y'all think this is staged?
Huh?
Let me not say staged, but it's set up like wrestling.
It's not quite like that, but I think they have the business in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not good for business to have somebody come right in and win the title against an undefeated fighter. So
we're gonna prolong this thing.
Yeah. So in order to win, he would have to knock him out.
Yeah, that's why That's why when it's like that in a UFC fight, it's kind of like I'll watch it, but you kind of know how it's gonna work out.
Yeah. So usually
it's almost like an exhibition.
Yeah. Usually it'll go if it goes the distance or to a decision. That just sets up the second fight, so they get double money. You might as well say.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's like Tim. No, I've been following Keyshawn Davis though. That's from Norfolk. He's the next up and coming. Well, he's here now. He's here. So.
Yeah, I've been following him since we saw him on the fight, and then he was wearing the UVA.
Yeah.
The numbers of the guys from.
Don't
UVA.
say nothing, T. Don't say nothing. Don't say a word.
Oh, y'all answered my question last night.
Why would you answer a question you already know the answer to?
So yesterday?
Why do you want to answer a question you already know the answer to?
I'm saying, man, y'all would do the same for me. So it's brotherly love, right?
We'll catch you in your bowl game when you get obliterated by whoever y'all play.
Yo, Randall, do you remember hearing T say anything about Florida State football last year?
I've never heard.
You know why? Because y'all was so bad. I was like, yo, they gonna hate me if I start running my mouth. We had a pretty good year last year. this year's pretty good. So y'all not doing too good right now. So I tend to shut up. You know,
We
I,
coming back.
oh, well, you don't have a basketball team. We're a basketball school.
how many times you done said that? That's all right.
All right, so fellas, what anything coming up for you guys in the next few weeks or so?
Let me think. What is going on? Yo, yo. Um, I've been trying to drain this pool that I got. It came with the drain valve that we need. Can't find it for some reason. I don't know if it got thrown away or whatever. So I'm not a handyman. Good God, y'all know that I am not a handyman. Um, so I went to Walmart looking for this piece. I just searched it online. I got to order it, but it should be simple. I don't know. It should be simple, but other than that, just working, man. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna drain as I'm gonna drop it below the pump and like back flush it and then leave it there and then next year deal with it. Because if you drain it, like if you get a windstorm, it'll pick that whole thing up.
That's true.
Come on,
So we
physics,
should leave some in it.
huh?
So we should leave some water in it.
Yeah, just drain it below the pump. You know what I'm saying? And empty out the pump. And then next year you can treat what's left in it and then fill the rest up.
Okay, sound like a plan. Okay, bet. Yeah, that'll work.
You want to know how I know that?
Oh Lord, how you know that?
So a couple of years ago, well the kids were younger, it's been a few years, but we got this pool and set it up. Everything was cool, and when winter came around, I was like, I'm gonna drain it, and then that way next spring I can just spray it with a pressure washer and fill it back up, no problem. Well, we had like a windstorm. It picked the whole thing up and took it I don't know how far in the air and just slammed it down. It was like a belly to belly suplex or something, man. It picked the whole thing up. And then when I got over to it, all the bars were bent and twisted up. I was like, man, I can't tell my wife. I done messed up this pool. So I was like, bet, I'm just gonna gather it up and throw it away. And like it's on the side of the house. She won't notice till spring. And by that time we'll just get another one. Nah, she noticed that day. So yeah, don't drain it. But yeah, if it's below the pump line and the intake line, and you can cover it if you need to. It should
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna cover it. Yeah, we definitely gonna cover the thing up. But yeah, okay.
because it
What you
only
got going on?
Not a thing, bro. Just working. Ain't got nothing. I'm just trying to get to this Christmas break. That's all I'm trying
When did that start?
to. When is Christmas?
June 25th, my guy.
25th, man.
Man, I mean, what day is it on? What day
Oh.
does Christmas fall on this year?
Monday, Tuesday, something Wednesday.
I
Who
don't know.
knows?
Well, I know I'll be off to work from the 23rd till I think the 2nd.
Monday.
So
Well,
I'm just trying to make it to that point.
Our producer said it's on a Monday.
Good job, Jordan.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so I'll probably get like that Friday off, the 22nd to the January 2nd. So
Okay, that's what's up.
yeah,
Dang, I get one day. They like you get Christmas. That's it.
yeah.
That's
Just
all we
be
get,
just be
man.
ready to go. Don't forget we're going to the game, Tim.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to the game. I think they got 2 that week, so I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
But,
I'll hit both. You know, I'll be at both if I.
What game is
I'll
that?
be at both.
the University of Virginia.
Yeah, you know the 2019 National Champions, Virginia Cavaliers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I thought you were talking about football. All right.
Nah, that'll be nah.
Football season over.
Yeah. Football season been over.
Same with Washington. It's been over.
Yeah, it's been over. Yeah.
Well, UVA did have a big win. What last week? the North Carolina win.
Yeah.
That was big.
That was big for us, T. Don't try to take this from us.
Boy, I guess you can take what you can get. All right, I got you.
Y'all gonna do all those? Y'all gonna do all those women winning, and have to play Clemson again? Would they play Clemson again if they go? Or are they on the same side?
Clemson lost again. There's no sides anymore, so everybody's together. But Clemson
Okay.
lost like 2 or 3 times, so it's like they got it easy.
It's a wrap for them. It's a wrap.
It's easy.
It's a cakewalk. We got this. Change the subject, man. No, I'm not doing this to my team. Nope.
I got that recorded. That will be played
I
back.
know, right?
This dog acting crazy.
Man, that dog bigger than me, bro. I thought it was a puppy.
See, yeah, take him outside.
Sit down, girl.
Well, fellas, it was good catching up, and we're gonna try to do this more often. Now, while you guys are on here, the other two aren't, so they can't decide. At some point, we need to decide how often we want to do podcasts. Is it twice a month? Is it every week? Is it once a month? So keep that in mind, and let me know like how often you guys want to do this.
I'm with weekly. Let's do it.
Yeah, I can do weekly. I mean, because as you can see, our team and your team ain't worth watching.
Yeah. Yeah, NFL is over, so we can do it during the Raiders games. I'm good.
That'll work.
Yo, any closing words before we head out for the day?
To Joe, had a good time down there. Again, fellas, we got to get up more often just to hang out, kick it, just to do whatever, get up for a meal or something. Random. I hope I can get up with you one day in PA.
Oh yeah, that's right. You coming up next week, right, Tim?
Maybe. I can't get tickets now.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Why do those tickets fly out so fast?
Oh, you've never been to one before?
Yeah, I've been to one, but like usually it ain't like that because they had like when we looked the first time, it was like 8 days open. So I was like, oh yeah, we would definitely do that. And then we went the other night, the day we was looking at, it was gone. I was like, who going to a play at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday?
Bro, those things are crazy. Bro. They are crazy. This dog.
That dog kicking you.
Go ahead and say it, Tim. Go ahead and say it.
But yeah, man.
Sit down.
If I don't come that week though, I'm definitely like we can get together, T, and figure out a weekend to go up there. And we going everywhere wherever he work, we going on the job.
He can shoot us. Give him a reason to shoot us. We was terrorists. No,
this dog is being crazy.
Yo, how big is your dog?
Tell Jordan come play with this one.
Nah, Jordan out on that. Yo, how much your dog weigh now?
Probably about 65.
Dang. Yo, my two together don't weigh that.
That's a lie, Tim. That's a lie.
No, they don't.
Look.
Randall getting bullied.
Yeah, finally.
Scotty gonna love this boy. All right, fellas, let me close out real good. Let's see. All right, hold on. I hope I hit record this whole time. All right, so fellas, it's great catching up again. We're gonna try to do this more often. We're looking at weekly, is what you guys said. So let me get things in get it together, and we can go weekly. And we're gonna have a weekly segment with Randall and the dog.
I know, right? You're over here getting abused.
But everybody, thanks for tuning in. Again, send us those questions, send us those topics. We definitely want to discuss them and reach back out to you and look for us in the community in the future. So, hey, so for everybody here at NC5, man, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
That. Hey,
All right.
love y'all fellas.
All right.